Morgana. Welcome to Meet Me at the Corner. I'm in Southport, Connecticut to meet Abby Dodge, the author of Around the World Cookbook for Kids. If you're like me, you like to cook with your mom or dad. It's fun to experiment and try new recipes. Abby's new cookbook has 50 recipes from all over the world. Today we're going to ask her how she got started as a cookbook author and learn how to make one of her international dishes. Come on, let's go meet her. Have you always known that you wanted to write about food?
Well, I've always known that I wanted to be in the food business. I've always loved cooking and loved food. I think I started cooking when I was about 5 or 6, and then I just never stopped.
When you begin working on a new book, what comes first, the recipe or the idea for the book?
The idea for the book, and then the recipe titles. I like to think of what the recipe should be called, and then I develop the recipe.
How many times do you practice a recipe before it goes into your cookbook?
That's a great question. Like anything, I practice and practice and practice until it's perfect.
Can you show us how to make one of your recipes?
I'd be delighted to. Will you help? So I think before we start, I want to go over just kind of what we're going to do so that you have an idea. We're going to make Vietnamese lettuce rolls today, and they're really tasty. I think you'll really like them. But before we get going, I want to go through a few safety rules and a few steps that everyone should take before they cook anything. Number 1, clean hands. Number 2, push up your sleeves so nothing gets caught or dangles into the sauce or anything. And pull your hair back, just like you have it right now. Okay? And then what you want to do is read the recipe. I'd like it if you'd read it 3 times, but if you'll read it twice, that's good enough. That way you'll have a clear idea of what you're going to do in the recipe, so that you don't, if you have questions, that's when you see them. The next step is to get all of your ingredients together and measured correctly and laid out so that when you're ready to go to through the recipe, you don't have to stop and measure or anything like that. That's when things get confusing and you can kind of have a mishap in the recipe. So maybe you can help me peel some carrots? Now, thank you for helping grating the carrots. We're all set to go. Why don't we go through the rest of the ingredients and see if you have any questions about them, okay? Let's start with, we're doing, remember, Vietnamese lettuce roll-ups, lettuce wraps. So our first ingredient is lettuce, okay? What we're looking for in lettuce is a nice, soft, flexible leaf. We're going to use rice stick noodles. That's what this, they come in a package that looks like this. These are Asian noodles. You can find them in the Asian section of the grocery store. And they're just cooked very, very quickly in boiling water and then drained. And they come up just like this. So they're nice and clear and very thin and tender. Okay. And bean sprouts. Do you like bean sprouts? Good. And then our carrots that we already talked about. And then I'm going to give you a choice today with this. We can use shrimp if you want to, which it's just boiled shrimp that I then sliced in half so that they're long, nice long pieces, or cooked chicken. So those are our main ingredients. You ready to start wrapping? Okay. The fun part about this recipe is that it's not, there are steps, but it's not an exact, it's not like baking. It's not an exact amount on each lettuce. We have each lettuce cup here. I'll let you do one, you do this one. Come here, you do the big one. I'll do a smaller one. I'll move this back here. Okay, and then you're going to take a little of each ingredient, and it'll be your choice whether or not you use chicken or shrimp. Okay, and so I'm going to take a little bit of this. Woo! And I'm going to pop it right on my center. I'm going to bring this over to you. There you go. Perfect. Excellent. Sprouts. Excellent. I'll do some too. Oh, too much. Okay. Some of your carrots. It's pretty, huh? Okay. Now, what's your choice? What's your pleasure? Shrimp? And you can even do, yeah, I was going to suggest 2 pieces. You knew that instinctively. Good for you. And I'll do shrimp as well. Here we go. And mint leaf. smaller mint leaf. Okay, now we're gonna start rolling. First, you're gonna tuck these soft sides in using your fingers, covering your ingredients. Okay, and then you're gonna use your thumb while you're holding and just kind of roll it up. Think of like rolling up like a jelly roll style. Now, it's not meant to be perfect. Oh, beautiful. Lovely. That's great.
Thanks for the interview.
Well, it's my pleasure. It was fun meeting you.
You too.
Thanks.
That's it from my corner of the world. See you next time.
Good, right?
Yeah.